In light of the lawsuit by California against Activision, employees at Activision Blizzard are calling for a walkout on Wednesday to protest in response to the tone-deafening response by Activision Blizzard. Infuriated Activision employees have spoken out on social media, and more than 2,000 staff signed an open letter calling the company's response abhorrent and insulting. Now they're planning a strike. Activision's official response can actually be summed up as, "How dare you try to hold us accountable for abusing our workers?" And that's it. There really is nothing else you can take from their response. Outside of that, before employees started calling for a strike, Jason Schreier got a hold of two internal letters. The first one is by company president J. Allen Brack. In it, the company president says he feels guilty, he is sorry and ashamed that he allowed this to happen under his watch. Halfway through the letter, he says, quote, "I disdain bro culture and have spent my career fighting against it." End quote. The rest of the letter just continues this theme, and here's why I have little to no faith in him. Now, if you look at the lawsuit filings, you'll find this little gem. In a blatant example of defendant's refusal to deal with the harasser because of his seniority position, Alex Afrasiabi, the former senior creative director of the World of Warcraft at Blizzard Entertainment, was permitted to engage in blatant sexual harassment with little to no repercussions. During a company event, Afrasiabi would hit on female employees, telling him he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. This was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. Afrasiabi was so known to engage in harassment of females that his suite was nicknamed the Cosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill Cosby. Afrasiabi would also call females derogatory names at company events. Afrasiabi's conduct was known to Blizzard Entertainment's executives, who took no effective remedial measures. J. Allen Brack, president of Blizzard Entertainment, allegedly had multiple conversations with Afrasiabi about his drinking and that he had been quote-unquote too friendly towards female employees at the company at company events, but gave Afrasiabi a slap on the wrist in response to these incidents. The other letter is by Fran Townsend, a recently hired executive at Activision Blizzard. Now, I need everyone to keep this in mind. She used to work for George W. Bush. Her job was basically advocating for enhanced interrogation, which is a nice way of saying she advocated for torturing people. It's good to see that Activision is so inclusive that they have an actual torture apologist. Basically, everything she wrote basically amounts to, all these allegations are false because I personally haven't experienced any of these. Yes, it's a sheer miracle that she, an executive who wields a lot of power, faced none of the discriminatory harassment that regular low-level employees face. If you read the letter, you'll find that she is trying to make the company look good while not even saying a single thing in defense of the employees that got assaulted. And I'm going to repeat this for emphasis. She is a torture apologist. Now back to the strike. The strike will take place outside of Blizzard campus in Irvine, California on Wednesday. The employees are demanding that Activision ditch mandatory arbitration clauses in all employee contracts, current and future. New practices for recruiting, interviewing, hiring, and promotion that facilitate better representation agreed upon by employees in a company-wide diversity, equity, and inclusion organization. The publication of data on relative compensation, promotion rates, salary ranges for employees of all genders and ethnicities at the company. That a diversity task force be allowed to hire a third party to audit the company's leadership, hierarchy, and HR department. It's imperative to identify how the current system have failed to prevent employee harassment and to propose solutions to address these issues. I'd like to add one more thing to this, that the principal offenders face serious consequences for their action. Any measures you take is utterly meaningless unless the offenders face consequences for their actions. This is the second major organizing effort from Blizzard in about the past 12 months. Last year, employees shared their salaries on a public spreadsheet and sent a letter of demands to management to ask for more equitable compensation. This action led to very little response, employees said. I've said this before in a previous video. Activision Blizzard overpaid its CEO $200 million while firing 190 workers.